Guys, so before we get started, please consider liking this video. Get it out there. As much as it gets liked, the more recommendation that YouTube gives. Anyways, obviously by the title, we're gonna cover the player equipment, or whatever you want to call it, the new equipment for your player and or pretty much for your troops. First two things I want to show you on how to get free tokens, keys, recruitment things, whatever you want to call it. So you can do your daily tasks. Reached 500 points, you get a free fortune proof, which is pretty much essentially a key that you can use to pretty much forge one gear, whatever it randomized for you. I've gotten a S-class gear out of the free. I also bought an S-class one with the 8, or the, not the 8, but the, the 10 tries. If you have the gold, I wouldn't recommend the gold because it's pretty expensive just getting 4 more for what I need. But I purchased a pack that gave me 8 of those keys, whatever you want to call it. And I think with the 100 times you get this chest, you get the S-class or higher, which is actually pretty nice. But I mean, you gotta open it up 100 times to even remotely get that. And probably by the time you get to that, if you do it all in a row or just in general, I think you get a few S-classes beforehand, so it's kind of like a plus, I guess, if you want to think about it. Then 3 free tries for each day. Obviously resets every day at reset time, whatever's reset time for you guys. I mean, for your official time, not the game time, but the actual time for you guys. For me, it's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, but it varies. Then you gotta, then pretty much that. This is, just go in here in the forge area to pop up all of them. Yeah, just look at the last one, soon to be stats, Each one has their own thing, has their own class, has their own vehicle, whatever you want to call it, different types. You got your armored vehicle, you got tanks, you got helicopters, you got bombers, riflemen, and snipers. Each one has their own little set. Each one has their own bonuses, additional bonuses for the whole troops, like for the whole set. What I mean about troop is like combat vehicle. If it's anything like your strategize, whatever it's called, your player perks, or whatever you want to call it, your points, or whatever that, whatever you call this. For combat vehicles, it goes for her both tanks and armored vehicles. If it's anything like that, then you should be fine. If you're worried about that, like, oh, combat vehicles, assume like the armored vehicles, which I assume because they're built for combat instead of like tanks. They take like an ordinary vehicle and build it for combat, like type of thing. That's what I always think. But each one's got their own thing, like I said. The heavy set has the armored vehicle. You also got the set piece bonus as well. So you got additional stats. This is pretty much after. It's like pretty much during S where it gets really effective. But each one has their own bonus, except for the C class, which is pretty much standard common. But each one has their own thing. Combat vehicles, like I said, if it's anything like the player points for talents or whatever you want to call it, it should go for both tank and armored vehicle, and then you got armored vehicle stats as well. And then that's the heavy. You got the tanker. I call it the tanker set because the main piece is like the hands and the hat. He is pretty much a tank stats. You also got combat vehicle stuff too as well. Then the bonus pieces pretty much for each one, whatever it is, like the tank, the helicopter, sniper, rifleman, whatever the set is, you get set bonuses, which gives you plus HP and attack 50%. Then all 6 is when tanks hit Air Force attack is reduced by 70%. That's insane. When tanks hit Air Force attack is reduced. So it's pretty much, that's a kind of confusing wording there. If tanks hit Air Force attack is reduced 70%, which is meaning pretty much essentially if I attack your Air Force units with my tanks, my Air Force units attack goes down 70%. That's like how it's saying. I hope. I don't know. I actually don't 100% know. We'll see eventually when I get that. But gear inventory. Here's my gear. Yeah, it's just random shit, random stuff. I got one. The tanker is the one I pretty much got from the 10 key things that I bought / use my gold. And this I got free. I didn't even have a perfect set on. In gear inventory, you can see your sets. I'm gonna have all of them. And then you got your materials. So most of my set bonus for my tanker, I got a 2-piece tanker set. And a 2-piece armored vehicle set. So 3 pieces won't do anything. If you have another one, if I had like another armored vehicle, it would go to 4-piece set bonus, I should say. Not really much of anything. So the equipment, not that button. So we go to our gear inventory, go here, we can modify them, and we can strengthen them and breakthrough. I have no clue about any of the breakthrough because I don't have enough of the tickets that's called purple breakthrough tickets. Then you got the blue, green, whatever you can break through. I'm pretty sure the standard, the whites, I don't think you can break through them, but these guys you can, even the greens. But I don't know anything about that. But all I know is the gear information, it gives you a plus 2% on the stats, which is cool. But I don't know exactly what it does. Does it upgrade to second to SS instead of S? Like I don't know. Because I don't have SS at all. I don't have legend gear. I just have purple. It's kind of sad. Let's go back to our equipment. Then you got modify. You can modify them and increase them with these stones. What are these stones called? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to go through my backpack and... Okay, enhancement stones, okay. That's actually kind of convenient how it's up top. Nice. You got enhancement stones. There's obviously there's each different type. You got the purple, blue, orange, and green. I don't think there's anything for the white, because that's just like basic standard. I should have not gotten rid of my whites. Let's use a key, this one key. Oh, that's in the white, but that's kind of cool. So that means not equipment and gear inventory. So that means I don't need that one anymore. Get rid of that guy, because I got a B class or an A class, whatever the hell it's called. I don't know. A class, yeah, okay. Oh, there's a triple S. What in God's name? There's ancient class. That's if did they not mean to do that, then actually let's go see in the forge to see what we can get. There's only SS. So did they do that on accident, or you can break through with that ability to break through them? Would that be able to go to that triple S to ancient? Because there's only a CB, AS, then SS. That's interesting. I wonder if that's gonna be their next quality, is the triple S. That's kind of cool though. Anyways, I don't know what else to say. Besides, I'm kind of working on getting all these sets. I would recommend getting all these sets actually. Assault, Special Forces. I just got rid of a B class for an A class. Pilot helmet, don't need it. The bomber, parachute, tanker. I don't have any complete sets. Wait a minute. Oh, it's a A. I have the tanker, which gives me combat vehicle stuff. So that's why I didn't switch it. I mean, if I switched it, I would have a set 4 with 20, not 20, but 2.50%, which is not much. I'd rather have both of them at a set 2. Because I already get 2, yeah. Yeah, better that way. Anyways, guys, not really much of a detailed one until I get further into it. But, just a little something to, basic something to know. But I still wonder, why in God's name they have us set it at 99? 1,999. Who's gonna have that much money to freaking... Oh my god. I know there's some people out there. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy this. Try to get something going on. I hope I can get a S or a double S soon so I can see how that works. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy this. Stay tuned for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.